Peace be with you and welcome to Spiritual Court. If this is your first time coming across this platform, welcome. Come on in. I'm so glad that you found us. I'm so glad that we found each other. Maybe you manifested this platform by way of something more that you needed. Maybe you're looking for your soul tribe. Are you on your ascension? Are you paying attention to the signs and synchronicities? Well, I'm really glad that you're here. Spiritual Court is a place where we talk about a whole bunch of everything. A little bit of this and a whole lot of that. But at the end of the day, top of the morning, wherever you are on this planet, depending on the time zone and or timeline, it's always going to be connected to divine intervention when it comes to Spiritual Court. Why did I say that? Because sometimes I channel from a whole bunch of timelines simultaneously, sometimes at the same time, sometimes one at a time. My biggest recommendation and suggestion, kindly, is one, take what resonates. Don't stress out. Just leave the rest. If it's not for you, listen, it doesn't mean that you can't stay here. Okay? You can absolutely stick around for shits and giggles. You can stick around for entertainment purposes, maybe even educational purposes, okay? So say I, so say we. Congratulations, you've just been sworn in by the universe. What does that mean? Sworn in by the universe. The universe is keeping tabs, calculating your energy, my energy, be it good, bad, and or indifferent, inevitably weighing your heart chakra to just make sure that you're in alignment on your divine assignment. Okay, if you're returning back to the platform, then you already know what it is. You've been here, you came back to hang out with me here again today. Congratulations, we made it to another day in Spiritual Court. Did y'all get a gander at that moon's energy? Oh, the moon. Oh my God, honey. I think I stood outside and I had a whole conversation with the moon. It was so fiery. It was so beautiful. It kind of looked orange from my position where I am geographically. Okay? And then for a moment it looked pink, right? But it was so energetic. It was such a beautiful energy, a great opportunity to get rid of what you don't need anymore. If you're cleaning out your space, spring cleaning, make room for the new. If you're manifesting something new, get old things out of the way. It could be an old t-shirt, an old pair of shoes, maybe somebody gave you something. Okay, get rid of it. Sometimes you just got to follow your intuitive nudges. And all the time, you should listen to your own best discernment. I hope we're all coming in with our highest frequencies, highest versions of ourselves. Shout out to the people that survived the long intros. I just do that really because I like to get in here and just kind of set the tone. And then I also like to give the people time who are just finding the chat to come on into the chat. Hit the like button. If you're on your mobile device, all you got to do is double tap the screen or not. Either way, I promise you, I support you in the energy. Okay, thrills. Okay, no, we're not channeling this energy. We're very vetting here in Spiritual Court. Very selective, if you will. Child, somebody is on the spin cycle of karma. Get off that merry-go-round. Whoever this person is, let's just see what this is about. Okay, let's just get into it. Somebody's on a spin cycle. I don't know what it is. It says continuous cycles of bad decisions. After all that beautiful information that I just gave out about moving forward, closing timelines, somebody somewhere, and I hope it's not somebody that's here. If you are this person, I'm going to need you to let it go. Continuous cycles. Yeah, 10 of Wands, child. You stressed out. Get out of this. What is this? This could be a mindset. This could be something that you're holding on to. Let it go. Continuous cycles of bad decisions and addictions. Don't do that. It only leads to more continuous cycles of more bad addictions and things that lead you down a rabbit hole that you just don't need. We got the 10 of Wands, stressed out way down. Who is this? Who is this? Why are you here? Why are you going through this? Yeah, look, 2 of Wands. The universe is telling you to let something go and move forward. Get all this weight off your back. I just heard the Holy Spirit say, at this point, you should be floating. You know enough to know enough. You are wise enough. You've been through enough to know to get these wands off your back. Six of Swords, it's time to heal. Sail to calmer waters. Some of you might just need to breathe, or this is one person in particular. I feel like it's a rare 1%. I'm not channeling divine collective, meaning you could be somebody that helps other people by way of what I feel my divine collective consists of healers, gurus, teachers. But this is somebody who could have found this platform or will find this reading at the right time. Maybe you're going through different readings. Maybe you're looking for some type of an answer. Here it is, okay? This is about choice. You're making choices that are leading to more things that weigh you down. Don't do that anymore, okay? You're going to have to change your way of thinking, change that thought pattern. Once you change your thoughts, you will listen to how you speak about your circumstances and your situations. So says the Ascended Masters. Okay, listen. Divine intervention is at play. Six of Swords, your ancestors are saying it's time to sail to calmer waters. Okay? And it's funny because I almost said, oh, I'm not going to channel this energy. But I want to be fair, That's why I'm here, to help, okay? We're not going to stay in this energy. I'm not going to spiritually, energetically, whoever I'm talking to, get in your sick bed. That's not a wise or noble thing to do. If you want to get up and walk in your life with the Two of Wands, get up and walk. This is what the Spirit is saying. Six of Swords. It's time to heal. It's time to get these wands off your back. Nobody's going to do it but you. Nobody's coming to save you. Okay? You're it. Surprise. You got everything that you need. Page of Wands in the reverse, okay, is like getting bad information. This could also be negative thinking, negative talk, okay? Looking for somebody to validate your pain. Knight of Pentacles, okay? Don't give yourself the bare minimum. This is what Spirit is saying. Yeah, the Hangman. Whoever you are, you're being forced to sit down and see something from a different perspective. With the Hangman and the Five of Pentacles. Ooh, goodness. Okay. Yeah, the Star in the reverse. Okay, so listen. Whoever I'm talking to, whatever I'm channeling, whoever this is for, if this is not, of course, divine collective you're sending to your highest good and you can't connect with this energy or you can't anymore, everybody's been here, just so you know. Okay? We've all been through something, okay, that has either put us in a position to fight or flight. We've all been at that fork in the road where we've had to decide, well, hey, do I still want to live? What am I living for? What am I living about? What do I think of myself? What do I think about this, that, and or the other, depending on the situation or the circumstance that has affected you? I just heard inflicted. Ooh, pain that was inflicted. That's what I heard, whoever I'm talking to. So listen, whoever you are, I feel like the universe is telling you to sit back and see something from a different perspective. This could be you processing your pain and seeing it as a position of power. Being able to take that, alchemize that. You are the alchemist is what I just heard. Okay, so that's for that. Let's just pick up on some other energy. Holy Spirit, please close that door. We send you love and light. We hope that you find your way. I'm glad that you found this video. Maybe this video is for somebody else. If you're listening, maybe you know somebody that could be feeling stuck. Feel free to share it. Maybe somebody just needs to get in their face and tell them, hey, get up. It's okay. Everybody's not for everybody, right? That's why sometimes we can hear the same message different ways. That's why certain people like certain people to tell them certain things by way of teachers and who we learn from, because that's the way that they need to hear it. That's the way they need to learn it. And so either way, it's all good, right? Okay. Maybe somebody just needs somebody to get up in their face and say, hey, wake your punk ass up. That's what I would say to myself. And I say that with love, okay? That's really what I'll say to myself. Shut your punk ass up. When I've been stuck in situations, I'll look around, I'll look at my situation, look at the person, look at who I'm with. What is it that I've manifested? Why? And I'll put myself through an interrogation. True story. And I'll say, get your punk ass up. You got to get your punk ass up. Get up out of here. You're not going to be here forever. You got to get away from whatever this is. And how did you end up there? Okay, don't do that again. You really have to have those real conversations with yourself. Doing this in the mirror, y'all, is real. When you got to look yourself in the eyes and you say, I love you. Depending on where you are at your evolution, depending on what you've gone through by way of your shadow work, sometimes it's uncomfortable. Okay? Now, hopefully we're at a high frequency where we can look at ourselves in the mirror and say, oh, I love you so much. That's your number one lady. That's your number one guy right there. Nobody's coming to save you. Not a lover, not a parent, not a friend, not the neighbor, not the dog, not the cat. Masked, hiding, concealing. Who are these people? Okay, so this energy is coming out. Let's get it out. Somebody needs this confirmation, okay? So we got continuous cycles of bad decisions. This could be the same doggone person, a narcissist, egotistical, opportunist, fragile, masked. You cannot be a narcissist and be fragile. You cannot be full of your ego and be sensitive at the same damn time. Spazzing out all over the damn place. Let's just see what the aliens have to say, okay? We're going to tap into the cosmic realms by way of cosmic foresight. Shout out to all those supernatural beings that I hang out with in the 100th and 11D and above. You've been amazing. I'm so glad that I'm here. I'm so glad. Let's see what the aliens have to say. Clarify narcissist, mass, thrills. What is this about? Somebody needs to get it together. Yeah. Ace of Cups in the reverse. Who is this? Okay, Divine Collective. This could be somebody that you know, once knew, don't want to know. I don't know. I feel like somebody is literally in their own self-imposed imprisonment. We got the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Okay. There is no reconciliation with you or anybody else because this person refuses to see themselves. How can you reconcile with anybody? How can you be with somebody else? Okay. Yeah. And you can't see yourself. What God do you serve? What is the God that you feel created you feels about you? What does that relationship look like? You got the Four of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, this person's being guided to move along, get over something, let something go. Three of Cups in the reverse, child. Lord have mercy. Infidelity, cheating. So somebody could have been notorious for cheating, third-party situations, getting it in, busting it open with whoever's going to get it in with them. It's something about a canceled reconciliation, okay? It's given promiscuous. Somebody's concealing themselves. They're deceptive. They're still stuck in a bad cycle. Like, no, sir. Why is this here? Eight of Wands in the reverse, okay? Whoever this is, Eight of Wands in the reverse represents lack of communication. This could be lack of communication with themselves. Somebody's in denial. Somebody doesn't want to see themselves for what they are. They're refusing. They're deflecting. They're reflecting. Okay, they trying to reflect on something. Clarify. Maybe they're thinking about you and you're nowhere to be found. The Star. Okay, you're coming up as the Star. Wish fulfillment. Aquarius energy. Don't you just love the big-headed aliens? I love them so much. They're my favorite friends in the cosmos, honey. Anyway, you got the Star. Somebody could be watching you. Yeah. Oh, okay. This is clear. Yeah, the Star and the High Priestess. So you got the Star and you got the High Priestess energy. Somebody's watching you in the public eye. Hiding. They stuck in a whole bunch of like mess. What they want? They don't need to be watching anybody in the public eye. Somebody needs to gather their life and get it together. Get your punk ass together. Get offline, whoever you watching, whatever this is. Somebody needs to get it together. If this is the reading that they're looking for, this is it. This is it. Make no mistakes in your life. Don't make no more mistakes. At least not the same mistakes, right? You're going to make some mistakes. Make some new ones, man. Make it exciting. Make it be exciting. Okay, we got the King of Wands in the upright. That's a fine-ass alien being, masculine energy. Look at that alien. He's so fine. There's something so fine about him. You got the King of Wands in the upright. King of Wands in the upright is a leader. They're confident. They get a lot of respect. People listen to them. They're smart. You know, it's a go-getter's energy. They're not lazy. Not a lackadaisical energy. Somebody that gets it done. That's what I think when I think about the King of Wands. Somebody that moves forward, with integrity. This could be you, Divine Collective, with the King of Wands, High Priestess, and the Star. You could have a platform. Clarify. Somebody's watching you. Be confident. Child, they stuck watching you. Okay, the Hangman. Somebody needs to stop being stuck. Stop. And I feel like this person's being forced to see you from a different light, but reluctantly, begrudgingly, you know, they're fighting themselves. You ever seen somebody fight themselves? It's hard to watch, ain't it? You ever see somebody fighting themselves in the dark night of the soul? And it's so hard to watch. You like, oh, how long you plan on fighting yourself like this? How long you plan on being here? Okay. You got the Knight of Cups. Somebody wants to come in and give you some form of an offer, possibly friendship offer. You got the Six of Pentacles energy, or they're watching other people come in and be friends with you. Knight of Cups energy. Maybe that's what they're watching. Page of Cups energy. Somebody was always giving the bare minimum. But why would we expect that this person would give more than the bare minimum when they're not even giving to themselves what they need to give to themselves? Somebody's not willing to give themselves the benefit of the doubt. They're not even willing to give themselves a new perspective about themselves. Six of Pentacles. Somebody's watching you be celebrated. It's a Tower. So somebody's being forced to see you in a certain light. Okay, clarified. I guess we'll spend a little time here, but I don't want to spend a lot of time channeling this energy. The Nine of Swords. Get yourself together before you get funked up. Before you get funked up, honey. Your life is raggedy. Get it together. This is what I would tell myself if I were you, of which I'm not. Whoever I'm sending this message to in the ethers, I hope you telepathically pick it up. Nine of Swords is like, I don't know. I feel like somebody was banking on you being away in order to feel successful. Because look at how happy this narcissist energy is. But they're just as fragile as an egg, constantly walking on eggshells with this person. This is an eggshell person, you know? This is somebody that they can say whatever they want to you, but you say something to them and they go, oh, you, oh, they start barking. Oh, calm down, sir. Wait a minute. This is an asshole, man. Okay? One shot for the assholes. You about to get funked up. It's somebody that can say something to you, but you better not say nothing to them. Yeah, you're the magician. Look at you. You've alchemized something. You've created something. Whatever it is that you're doing, it's beautiful. It's great, Divine Collective. And somebody just needs to take note. Okay? Although I feel a little bitterness from this person. They could be evil eyeing you or something like that. It's just weird energy. Okay? Because their life is messed up based on decisions they made. And somehow they want you to feel their pain. No, look at you. Nine of Cups. Look at those beautiful alien beings. I love it. You got the Nine of Cups, which represents wish fulfillment. So you got the Magician and the Nine of Cups. You've manifested, something very beautiful here. And you got the Queen of Cups energy, which represents love. Self-love first. Look at how the Queen of Cups is just sitting there. Isn't she something? With her alien self. With her big head. Big brain. Okay. Yeah, I love this energy. Creative energy, alchemizing energy, royal energy. You are walking like a god. You are walking like a goddess. The God that you serve don't play about you. That's what I just heard. The God that I serve don't play about me. Everything that you want, you've created. This is beautiful energy. And somebody's watching, but what's the Hangman, okay? What's the Hangman? Three of Cups in the reverse could also represent them kind of being jealous. It's in the reverse. They don't want to celebrate your accomplishments, but I don't think they were invited to the party. It's like somebody being mad that you successfully accomplished something. Yeah, look. Fool in the reverse. You're like, nah, I'm good. Fool in the reverse is somebody that don't want to stop being a fool. You know, for whatever reason, they feel like they don't have what they need in order to move forward. And that's so unfortunate. Because honestly, we all get the same 24 hours, right? Yeah, Eight of Swords. This person's going through the death of the ego. Okay, Eight of Swords is the dark night of the soul. Mental entrapment, overthinking, constantly on this continuous cycle of addictive behavior, addictive egotistical thoughts. It's not a good way to be. What's the hiding and concealing? Maybe somebody doesn't think you can see them. It's the Queen of Wands in the reverse. There's a Queen of Wands in the reverse that's watching you as well. Queen of Wands in the reverse is reckless energy, okay? Somebody that could be jealous, somebody that doesn't like themselves. Queen of Wands in the reverse is somebody that's controlling, always in competition, just unhealthy competition. You know, there's always competition, but this is unhealthy for this person. Clarify. The Ace of Wands. Divine intervention is here. Somebody can't negate your spiritual rank, your spiritual position. And you know what's so beautiful is I don't feel this energy that you need anybody to notice that about you, which is what really makes you radiant by way of this star energy. By way of the High Priestess, you're all knowing, you're all seeing, you're intuitive, you're tapped into other realms, cosmically, other beings. You got a very big spirit team. King of Wands in the upright energy represents you being ready for war in order to have peace, which is wise, which is noble. Slow to your anger. They don't want to see your fire. They don't want that fire. Because you know what? With your fire comes love, comes a lesson. Like King of Wands to the Queen of Cups. It's like, okay, why'd I have to beat your ass like that in order for you to see that you're the issue, right? Don't come this way and we won't have any problems. That's the energy that I'm picking up. And the Magician, you're simply alchemizing. You're pulling from other realms, honey. Divine, like intelligence. Your intelligence is not artificial. It's not an AI energy, you know. It's DI, divine intelligence. Five of Pentacles. Okay, what's with the Five of Pentacles, child? Okay, clarify the Five of Pentacles. And the Seven of Swords. Somebody's sneaky and deceptive. Somebody's hiding the fact that they're in the Five of Pentacles. Somebody's hiding the fact that they feel abandoned, left out in the cold. Yeah, sneaky and deceptive. Look at all those swords. Swords could represent conversations, verbally, silently, inner thoughts. Okay? I don't know. Somebody's got a lot going on. Anything else we need to see? Yeah, the Ten of Cups. You're happy. You're happy. You're happy. I feel like whoever I'm talking to, you could have like made something out of nothing. You made $1 out of 15 cents. That's what I just heard. You got the Ten of Cups. You're happy. You're peaceful. Okay? Maybe you were in the Five of Pentacles. Clarify. And somebody's trying to figure out how you got to the Ten of Cups. Yeah, somebody's trying to figure this out. Look at the Hermit. The Hermit is deep in thought, man. Look at the Hermit. Get a gander. Get a look-see at that. Like the Hermit. Virgo energy. Okay, Virgo energy represents inner knowing, inner standing, accompanied with the Magician's energy, the Alchemist energy, High Priestess. Somebody used their intuition, star quality. You tapped into something, and whatever it is working well for you. And somebody is watching you, trying to figure you out, but they're losing their mind. Never watch somebody else more than you're watching yourself. Be aware that you are aware. Don't be unaware that you're watching somebody a whole lot more than you should be. Taking a look-see. And the Seven of Swords trying to figure out how they did something in order to take that and maybe manipulate the energy. I feel like somebody is watching you for the wrong reasons. You got the Ace of Pentacles. Look at the Ace of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, I cannot make this up. So Page of Pentacles is Capricorn energy. Something about your work, something that you do. Money's coming in. Unexpected income in large amounts. Ten of Cups. It's going to make you really, really happy. The Five of Pentacles represents somebody taking nothing, alchemizing whatever this nothing energy was, this lack energy, and literally creating the Ten of Cups, the star energy, by way of being the Magician, by way of going within. You tapped into your prosperity. You tapped into your healing abilities. You tapped into whatever you needed to tap into in order to see your life in a way that it would manifest in the stars energy. You're shining bright and somebody's watching you. Somebody is like, it's like you're their favorite subject. They're studying you. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. They're like, how you do that? I'll never tell a soul. Go get your own secrets, man. Look, somebody's trying to figure it out. And when I tell you they're beating themselves up mentally, have you ever seen a narcissist mentally drag themselves into a rabbit hole of complete and total and utter illusions and delusions, refusing to see something from a perspective that they're the problem? They refuse to admit that they're the problem. It's driving this person crazy. I see somebody calculating, adding, dividing, leaving this here, trying to figure out, how did you do that? The last time I saw you, you didn't have nothing. Now you got something. You standing in your power. What did you want? What did you like to know? You got strength, okay? You tapped in. You standing in your power. Big Leo energy. Strength represents a brave heart, a cleansed heart. Somebody that said, you know what, let me get my punk ass up and get to this wheel of fortune. So if this narcissist was banking on the fact that you would fail in order to be validated in their own life, it's almost like your glow up is annihilating this person's ego, okay? They're very fragile energy. This person really needs a really good cry. Yeah, look, you getting justice. You balanced out the scales. Justice, good karma, Ace of Pentacles, justice. I like it. I support the energy. I love it. I love it, actually. It's beautiful energy. Whatever this is, Ace of Cups in the reverse, maybe somebody thought that they were going to be able to come in and, you know, take advantage of these opportunities with you without doing any work. Don't you love those people? You know, that you're like, hey, come over here. I got an idea. And once you build it all up, now they want to come along, right? You're like, wait, what's going on? What's happening? That's the energy that I'm getting. Like somebody didn't believe in you. Somebody didn't believe in you. Somebody left you behind with a nasty energy. 4 cups in the reverse, they need to get over it. So Spirit is telling them to get over something in order to move forward. Okay? At least they keep putting themselves on this spin cycle. If they want to include your energy in what they're going through, it's a no. It will always be a no forever and ever. Okay? Because this person's energy can't even touch your energy. This is somebody that doesn't want to see themselves. And I feel like the universe is still being very kind to this person. They just keep getting sat down. Look at yourself. Sit down. You see yourself. Sit. They just keep watching you. They want to watch everybody else but themselves. You know why? This is the kind of person that will go within. And they really will be tormented. Like I feel like they're doing. I feel like they don't have a choice to go within. So they could be in the 5 of Pentacles, okay? And the Hangman energy. This is the kind of person that will be terrified by way of going within their own inner thoughts, who they really are. Yeah. And I feel like the fact that you're successful, if this person didn't support you, simply substantiates the fact that, yeah, they are pretty messed up. The more successful you are, in their eyes, it kind of validates how they feel, like a nobody, a nothing, going nowhere. Well, you know, we've all been somebody that was feeling like a nobody, but then you decided, hey, I'm somebody. I'm here. You decided to answer the call. It's all about perception, okay? And this person doesn't want to go within. 5 of Pentacles. They could be going through something, okay? Queen of Wands in the reverse. What's the Queen of Wands in the reverse? Promiscuity. Abusive energy? Yeah. Queen of Wands in the reverse. This could be a feminine or a masculine. This could be any sign. This is somebody that's reckless. Somebody that is controlling. Somebody that wants to win. Somebody that's losing. It's almost like what they were willing to bet that you would lose wasn't worth losing now because they need it. They're in the 5 of Pentacles spiritually, right? Somebody was betting that you didn't do something, or this is the energy that I'm getting. Like, yeah, 9 of Swords, because they're stressed out. You're coming up single and self-sufficient. 9 of Pentacles. I feel like this is somebody that wanted to slow you down, okay, for whatever reason. Again, this is clown behavior. It's clown behavior. You know, how is somebody else succeeding, like making you feel away? Why wouldn't that inspire you to get your shit together? This is that person. You know, if they were winning, they're not anymore because they were too busy trying to make you win. I mean, trying to make you lose while you were busy winning, right? There's a difference. It's two completely polar opposite energies that will never coexist at the same time. It just doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Clarify what's going on here, Holy Spirit. What else? You're not talking to this person with the Eight of Wands. Yeah, Page of Swords. Now they're just watching you. I feel like you're their favorite subject. I feel like somebody's studying you. I feel like they have a silent admiration for you. Okay? It's weird energy. It's very much all over the place. It's like somebody saying, I guess you made it, huh? Like that. Oh, okay. Well, what'd you do? Like that. Like you're obligated. Okay? Somebody's got a chip on their shoulder, honey. You need to get that chip off your shoulder. Get your life together. Get that chip off your shoulder and get your life together. Yeah, they want to come in with this piss poor ass offer. Knight of Pentacles energy. Trying to figure out how you made it. Okay, based on the fruits of your labor. This person's under judgment. Look at the judgment alien. Like, this is not... The judgment alien is with the shits, man. I'm so glad to be connected to these higher realms. This is so funny. Is it me, or does the judgment alien have like a straight face? They all have the same face, but you see how serious it is? Look at all those things. What is that? Like something at the bottom. What is that? Everything's under judgment. Okay, so everything. There's like other alien beings. Oh, wow. This is the first time I've ever really looked at this card, y'all. There's other like alien beings there from different galaxies, different dimensions. And this person's holding something that appears to be a book of knowledge. You got some form of alchemy going on in spiritual court in the cosmos. Look at that. Can y'all see that? So it's like everything's under judgment. Maybe somebody thought that they were exempt from judgment. Maybe they thought that this type of energy being projected or directed towards you was acceptable. I feel like it really lit your fire. I feel like it really, like, never tell a determined person that they can't do something. Like, what are you doing? They don't need you to tell them nothing. They don't need your congratulations. They don't need your hateration. They don't need your holleration in this dancery. We don't need no hateration, holleration in this dancery. You're coming up as the Queen of Pentacles, love. Listen, I don't know what else to say. The Chariot represents you moving forward, determination, triumphing over whatever you needed to, seemingly having obstacles, with the Hermit's energy going within with the Chariot, realizing that you had no obstacles that you could not get over. They didn't exist. You walked up to the dragon and the dragon disappeared. There was never a dragon. You went within. You're coming up as the Queen of Pentacles energy, grounded, stable. Look at this over your shoulder. Look at your little protectors. They're not little. They look small, but they're very big. You got some protection from other realms. Supernatural beings. Higher intelligence. When you really see things from a larger scope and you realize you're just a speck on this big planet, we're just floating on a rock in the galaxies. When you look at stuff like this don't make no sense. Like, what is that? Who is that? Get yourself together. Somebody's got to move on, okay? They got to move on. With the Ace of Cups in the reverse, maybe they were anticipating some form of a reconciliation. Maybe they were anticipating they could come in. You know, it's an opportunist energy. You know, maybe they thought that they could reconcile with you and celebrate with you your winnings, your Wheel of Fortune, your Ten of Cups. I don't see that happening anytime soon, like as in never, for all of eternity. I feel like this contract is done. It's so done. Yeah, they're going to have to keep spinning the block, you know. Yeah, reincarnating into the same toxic cycle until they figure it out, period. That's just what it is. That's judgment. And that's the truth. You got Ace of Cups in the reverse, Four of Cups in the reverse. You know, they need to get over it. Three of Cups, or maybe they feel like you're over it. But with the Three of Cups in the reverse, I feel like, yeah, they feel like you're blocking them from your celebrations. whoever this person is. This could be a family member. This could be an ex-lover, child. I feel like right now it's not even an isolated energy by way of karmic energy. Notice how the karmic family members and karmic lovers and the karmic co-workers and karmic supervisors and the karmic landlord and the karmic gardener and all of them come up as one big mesh, one big ball of karmic confusion. Like they're one person. Isn't that interesting? Their energy, they're like one spirit. There's nothing authentic about them. To decipher their authenticity, okay, I'm just saying, that's what I feel. They're one big ball of messed up ass, karmic ass, continuous cycle of bad decisions, hiding and concealing, deceptive ass, egotistical opportunists, fragile, narcissistic, masked energy. But they're not masked. We can see y'all. We can see the chaos, the upheaval, the disaster, the downfall. Take your asses to hell like everybody else and get through your mental whatever. You're going through the dark night of soul, the death of the ego. That's all this really is. At the end of the day. Yeah, that's what it is. I love y'all. Thank you for being here in Spiritual Court. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If not, give it a thumbs down. We like that too. It definitely is getting registered. If you'd like to donate to the channel, all the information is down below. If you'd like to send a super chat, go ahead. If you just say, you know what, I'm just going to spread some love and light. That's what I have to donate. We receive that too. I do genuinely. I love y'all. I will absolutely see you in the next video. Drop a heart down below for some love. I'll see you soon. Peace be with you.